What's up guys, not Super Mario here and welcome to today's video. It is that time of the year when I do my top 10 movie list. Before I say any movie title and what movies are on my list, a disclaimer: I have not seen every single movie this year. I've seen a lot, probably more than 200 movies. I think that's quite a lot, but I couldn't see every single movie. So if there's a movie that you think should be on the list, share it down in the comments down below. Share your top 10 lists down there. I want to know. Let's talk. Let's not hate on each other. Let's talk and collaborate and share our thoughts about movies that we love. So that's pretty much it. And let's start with biggest surprises. Those two movies that I'm gonna say as biggest surprises to me were close to getting to top 10 list, but were movies that I was like, and I was skeptical, but at the end, I was blown away. I really was. The first one, A Simple Favor. A movie starring Blake Lively, Anna Kendrick, directed by Paul Feig, who's mostly known for comedy. This movie was like really weirdly marketed. It wasn't what it was supposed to look like. I don't know, but at the end, it worked. It was a weird mixture of dark comedy, thriller, drama, some action, some really great dialogue, and it worked. The ending was a bit convoluted for me, like you killed him and he killed you and he did this and blah. I was like a bit confused, but the whole movie, a movie as a whole, I think was awesome. And the next surprise was Overlord. And that was a movie that I was really looking forward to because Nazi zombies, I think that's an awesome idea, but when you hear it and you think about it, it's like, oh, this is gonna be cheesy, really weird looking, probably action is gonna be like, eh. But at the end, this movie was awesome. Like, they went 100% with Nazi zombies, the story worked, action-packed sequences were unbelievable, and the story worked. There was a story in a Nazi zombie movie. Who would have thought? It was awesome. Now, before my top 10 list, let's go through my honorable mentions. I'm gonna just list them, so I'm not gonna talk about too much, but let's list them. Aquaman, I think it was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. For all the cheesiness and weird and stupid stuff that were in the movie, I dig it. It was awesome. 8th grade, a real, like, showing of what 8th graders feel and go through in this day of age. Like, it was mind-boggling, and Bo Burnham did an amazing job as director. Really good stuff. Christopher Robin, I mean, Winnie the Pooh. It's just so lovable. Ewan McGregor, it worked. And the funny story is, with this movie, I saw it in the empty theater. I was alone with my friend, nobody was there, and I enjoyed like hell. No, that sounds weird. I enjoyed the movie. Another one, and last two honorable mentions, are Widows. Really good heist movie. Close, it was probably 11th or 12th place in my top 15, let's say like that. And Black Panther, a really culturally important movie, a big phenomenon. Like, it made so many stacks at the box office. Even though I made a video that I think Black Panther is a little bit overrated, I still think it's an awesome movie with one of the best villains of the year, Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan did an amazing job, and yeah, Black Panther is really good, but not as good as some people say. That's it. Now let's start with my top 10 list. At number 10, I don't know. At number 10 is Annihilation, a movie directed by Alex Garland, who did Ex Machina, that I really loved, and I had big expectations, and I got what I wanted. And I know this movie was divisive because of the ending, but because of the ending, I love this movie. And one particular scene that I think was the most thrilling, dark, horror-y scene of the year, and it is the bear scene. I mean, I was terrified, and I'm not easily scared, but that was unbelievable. The cast as well: Tessa Thompson, Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Oscar Isaac. They did an amazing job, and I love this movie. At number 10 is Tully, a movie that I think not a lot of people have seen, directed by Jason Reitman, who did The Frontrunner with Hugh Jackman. This is a real story about a mom, and really it shows the reality what mothers with 3 kids and not with not a lot of help by father, go through. I think Mackenzie Davis? Yes, Mackenzie Davis was awesome as well, but Charlize Theron is just unbelievable in everything I see her in. So Tully was one of the best. Number 8 is Mission Impossible Fallout. I mean, after, what's that, 6 movies? Was that the 6th one? I think this was the 6th one. This is a franchise that it's better with every single installment. I mean, Tom Cruise at his age, he's like 53, he's jumping from a building to building, breaking ankles left and right. I mean, this guy is indestructible, and I think he's a living legend of Hollywood. I love him so much in every single movie he's in. And Mission Impossible with the famous Henry Cavill mustache, of course, of course it works. Henry Cavill as the bad guy, I mean, he was unbelievable. Christopher McQuarrie as director, he was the first director to return to this franchise, and he did an amazing job. So this movie was awesome from the start to finish. Number 7 is A Star is Born. I love this movie. Bradley Cooper, his first directorial debut. Lady Gaga. This movie is gonna probably, and I don't mind it, take all the Academy Awards. Bradley Cooper for directing, for acting, Lady Gaga for acting, probably Sam Elliott for supporting actor. This movie was awesome. And the good thing for me was that I know about first A Star is Born and the second one, but I've never seen them. So this was my first introduction to this, not franchise, but this movie was remade a couple of times, but because this was the first time I seen it, I enjoyed it even more. The music, songs, unbelievable performances all over the place, just unbelievable movie. Number 6 is Upgrade. Again, another movie that not enough people have seen. Logan Marshall Green as the main character in this revenge, near future, action-packed thriller. This was awesome. This was unbelievable movie. Like the whole like technology taking over a body. I mean, it was awesome. Action sequences were directed to perfection, and it reminded me of amazing action movies from the 80s and 90s, but in modern era, it was unbelievable. Go see it. If you enjoy action, you're gonna enjoy this movie. Number 5 is Love, Simon. I think another movie that not enough people are gonna see. Really, really good coming of age story with who's the guy? Nick Robinson playing the main guy, keeping his secret from his family that he is gay, and how tough it is for people going through this kind of stuff. I mean, really good. The parents, portrayed by Josh Duhamel and Jennifer Garner, did an amazing job. But Nick Robinson so far was in movies that were like, yeah, okay, and his like role was always like a kid on the side, and he didn't do much in the movies, but this role, I think, exploded like him into a future big star. Nick Robinson is the star of this movie, should get more praises for this role, because Love, Simon is an awesome movie. Number 4 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I can say this is the best Spider-Man movie ever made, and I love all of them, even the weird third one, Sam Raimi. I don't know what was that, but when I go back and see it, I can appreciate it. I know I don't. I'm just fooling myself. Anyway, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. First time we see Miles Morales, and he is just such an awesome character. All the Spider-Man and comic fans are begging for Miles Morales to show up in live action, but we got it first in animation, in breathtaking, groundbreaking animation. A movie that nobody, like, I expected this movie to not work, because the whole multiverse stuff, so many spider people, but it works. This movie is just, it's really hard to talk about it because it's so good and so many stuff happens. Even if you're not a comic fan and not Like, if you don't know a lot about Spider-Man, you can appreciate and love this movie for what it is. The animation, the voice acting stuff, the look of Miles Morales, how the story goes from the beginning till the end. I think this movie is changing the future of movies in general and animation, of course. The third movie on my list is the best superhero movie of the year, and it is Avengers Infinity War. This was mind-blowing. I've seen this movie the most times in the theater, probably 4 times, and I enjoyed it. I watched it at home probably 3 more times as well. Thanos, Josh Brolin, the best villain ever, just unbelievable. You believe what is he trying to do, even though it's totally wrong. It's so many characters, and what Russo brothers achieved to make a cohesive story that works. I mean, what a ending to 10-year culmination, to 10-year arc for a guy, Thanos, and for all the other superheroes and villains and everything. It was funny, dramatic, action-packed, scary, tear-jerking stuff at the end, of course, with the snap. This was an amazing movie and an amazing end to 10 years, even though Avengers Endgame it's an ending to like 10 year or 11 years at that time. This was unbelievable. Number 2 is Bad Times at the El Royale. This movie blew me away. And to be honest, the first 30 minutes I was like, okay, this is really well directed, but it's going nowhere. But when this movie comes together and shows every single aspect of every single character from different positions and their perception, or however I want to describe this, it's awesome. Drew Goddard, I'm a fan of his. I mean, Cabin in the Woods is so unbelievable. I was really excited. Maybe some people say it's just weird how it's like sculpted, and it's really like Quentin Tarantino, and I love this movie. I mean, all the characters and all the actors did an amazing job. Cynthia Erivo, Jeff Bridges, Chris Hemsworth as the bad guy, Dakota Johnson, and John Hamm, and all the cast is just unbelievable. This movie is not getting enough praises, and I know, again, a really divisive movie. This is a movie that you love or you hate. It's no middle ground because it's so specific, so different, and so dialogue dense that if you don't like this type of stuff, you're not gonna enjoy this movie. But if you do, you're gonna love this movie. And that's why this movie is on number 2. And my favorite movie of the year came out in March, or was it February? I don't know, but it is Quiet Place. A movie that doesn't have a lot of dialogue, that doesn't have score, because they have to be quiet. I mean, what John Krasinski did with this movie was unbelievable. When you're on your edge the whole movie, and in the first 5 minutes, you know why this movie is awesome. I mean, the scene with the kid, it's so destroying, it's so good. You can feel every single inch of everybody, and the birth scene in the bathtub. I mean, Emily Blunt, I hope she gets nominated for this role. Probably she's gonna get nominated for Mary Poppins, but I want to see her get nominated for this as well. I want to see John Krasinski get some praises at the Academy Awards. And of course the kids, they're unbelievable as well. I mean, this movie changed the way I look at horror because it was so unique and original and just mind-blowing. I mean, I've seen this movie 2 times in the theaters, a lot of times at home, and I just love this movie. I have no complaints. No movie is perfect, but this movie is just so freaking good that I have no bad stuff to say about it. From directing, acting, cinematography, sound, there's none, and the story so good. I'm scared that they're doing the sequel, but I believe in John Krasinski that he's gonna make something unique again, or just I am excited and scared at the same time. But 2018 was a Quiet Place movie. Best, hands down, that's it. So yeah, this was my list of my top 10 movies of 2018. Share yours in the comments down below. I want to know. Let's talk in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, share this video all over the place. Click that bell icon to get notified when I upload. And I see you next time. Bye!